Previously on Tomb Raider: The Angel of Darkness. And with that, our adventure continues. Hello everybody, Jonathan Wolf here, and welcome back to the Tomb Raider Marathon. Today we are going to be starting with the Sanitarium. And we're also going to be doing the next level, which is the maximum security area? Or maximum containment area, I think that's what it's called. But yeah, we're not there yet. So instead, we're going to go ahead and go into the Sanitarium. So let's go. And this level is pretty interesting because if you saw by the end of the last video, we're not even playing as Lara Croft. Yeah, as you can see, we're playing as this guy, which we have seen every once in a while throughout the game. And you know what's funny? We don't learn about this guy's name until we finish his section of this game. In other words, by the end of the video. And yeah, because I don't want to call this guy, I'm just gonna refer to him by his normal name. So yeah, this guy is this guy's name is Kurtis Trent, and yeah, he is not Lara Croft. So there you go. Now Kurtis. He's a very interesting character because, well, you'll see as we play with him. But yeah, the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go over here to the right to pick up some ammunition, and I also love how he puts the ammo in his back bag that he has, which is pretty awesome. Now, Kurtis's weapon is the Boran X, a prototype pistol created by Kurtis. And yeah, as you can see, we got 21 bullets. And what's actually pretty funny is that in the PC version, apparently you start with no ammo for this gun. So yeah, why do you have the gun when you don't have ammo, Kurtis? Like, what the hell is wrong with you? However, in the PlayStation version, we have over 200 ammo. So yeah, we have a lot of ammo. Let's just say that we get an unnecessary amount of ammo, which, yeah, it's honestly pretty insane. But yeah, basically, once you grab the Boran X ammo, we can just drop and let go. Or we can actually drop over here to the second floor, or to the next layer. And basically, what we have to do now is we want to try to get to the almost to the bottom of this elevator shaft. No, jump forward, Kurtis. And yeah, basically, right over here, we just want to climb this ladder down. And if you want, you can just let go and grab. However, yeah, Kurtis will take a bit of a while to grab the ladder. So yeah, Kurtis compared to Lara, for one, you cannot upgrade him, so he will not feel stronger by the end of this adventure. But also, he has a worse jump. He has a worse jump and worse physicality than Lara, which is, yeah, I'm not even gonna make a comment on that one. Yeah, he only has one weapon, which is the Boran X. And yeah, that's basically all you need to know about Kurtis for now. I'm pretty sure they do reveal what he is later, but again, we'll see it when we get back to him with Lara. But yeah, as we continue down, we're going to get some pills, which is going to be awesome for us. And then what we're going to do is we're going to just, well, keep going down. And once you get to this floor right here, what you want to do is you want to go into the elevator shaft itself. And then we want to open this trapdoor to go inside the elevator. And also we'll do it with a sick cutscene. Or sick animation, which is pretty awesome. Alright, and now we want to go even more to the bottom. And yeah, we're not going to the bottom, or exactly to the bottom floor, but yeah, right here is the final time we gotta go down. And once we get down here, now we gotta go up. Also, yeah, as you can see, when you grab a ledge after jumping, Kurtis takes like forever to dangle. Not to mention that his grip meter is much shorter than Lara's. And yeah, because he dangles, you're basically wasting the grip meter for a while. So yeah, that's actually pretty insane. But there we go. That is it for the first room. And now we're going into the main sanitarium. And yeah, as you can see, Oh my god, he's out. What the heck? I did not know they can open doors. But yeah, as you can see, we got this crazy guy. A literal crazy guy. Not unlike the crazy nut guys from the mummies. Or like the crazy nut mummies. Which is awesome. And once we kill him, if we continue on...
And I thought this would be one of my easy days.
Now, even though Kurtis went beyond... Now, even Kurtis went to the other room, yeah, he's still on this side. So, yeah, I don't know what's up with that. But yeah, let's go ahead and collect the Boron X ammo, and then we're gonna take this guy out. Because, yeah, those guys can actually deal damage, so you want to be careful. Alright, and once we get out of here, we just want to go over here to this room. And here we got another crazy guy, but he's not going to attack us, but we can actually talk to him. So let's go ahead and see what the deal is.
Take it easy. What's going on down here?
Dying. We're all dying. Proto's on the loose. Black Angel's going to kill us.
Get a grip. What's gonna kill us?
The Proto. It got free. We got fed to it, but it ate the guards when the power shut down.
What the hell's the Proto?
The Screamer. The Black Angel.
Hey, I don't give a damn about your Black Angel. What are you doing down here?
I didn't sign on for this. Not devils and shadows. I'm just a truck driver.
What? You drove here?
4 days on the road from Turkey. Long way. Long way.
What did you bring here? What were you carrying?
Death in 5 tons of stone. The Sleeper. Drove here. Then they grabbed us. She locked us in here with her hungry pet. The Screamer. The Proto.
You were fed to that thing?
Fed to it, yes. But not me. I'm safe in here.
Yeah, sure. Keep the door locked, okay?
You can't hide out there. He'll get you. He'll get us all.
Okay, so yeah, just a simple truck driver which got locked in by Boaz, which now she's dead, so you're free, I guess, except that, yeah, now there's a monster on the loose. Okay, now, as we continue on with, so yeah, once we finish talking to him, if we go over here, we can see that we have this door with a note, with a number pad. However, we don't know the number pad, so, yeah, so let's try to open this door anyway.
Farsee ability will help here.
Alright, so after that prototype, Life is Strange, or actually no, I don't think that's the game that I'm thinking of. Yeah, but yeah, Kurtis right there used his Farsee ability, and basically, we now got, and yeah, basically by that cutscene, we now got the code that we got, and as you can see, we got the Farsee Code, which is 06289. Now, we also have these shards, which we have 21 of them, which is kind of insane. However, yeah, these shards do absolutely nothing. So, yeah, there's no reason to use them. But, yeah, here we go. 06289. So, yeah, let's go to the number pad and let's go with 06289. Now, even if you know the code, you will have to do the Farsee ability cutscene no matter what. However, you can actually skip it if you want. Yeah, now that we're done with that, let's go continue on through the Sanitarium. And let's kill this crazy guy. And yeah, that's basically it. And yeah, this level is very linear compared to other levels in this game. So yeah, let's go ahead and pop this guy. And then we got this guy, which there is no items. And now let's go through this door, and we're going to be accessing the cafeteria. And also get a twisted camera angle. Oh my god, so crazy. So wacky. Ah! Alright. Pop this guy. Get a bar of chocolate. Which, you know, it's kind of weird considering that. Why do they let people eat chocolate bars? I thought chocolate increased your insanity. At least that's what I've been told by my parents. No, not really. Okay, but yeah, so you can see right here we got the cafeteria, and we also got this guy in a straitjacket. However, or in an orange straitjacket. However, he's actually not going to hurt you. This guy's completely harmless. But because I'm an asshole, I'm gonna just kill him. So yeah, I'm an asshole. Kurtis is an asshole. Blame him, not me. And yeah, as you can see, we can also enter these cells that have these contraptions. However, yeah, in these cells there is pretty much in all of them there's nothing. So we can just ignore all of them. Now we do have another crazy guy. Or loony guy, I guess, if we want to be... If we want to call them a different name compared to crazy guys, because we already have a crazy guys, and those are the mummies from Tomb Raider 1. And yeah, basically in this cafeteria, you can actually continue on into the dining hall itself. However, there is a door that requires a key card. However, to get the key card, we actually want to go over here, which is basically to the other side from where we enter the cafeteria. Now, one thing that's going to be kind of annoying for me is that, yeah, Kurtis cannot sprint. And also, when he does a running jump, he does stop in place for a couple seconds, so... Yeah, no speed running tactics for me. But yeah, right over here in this laboratory, we do have some boron ammo. And right over here where the scientist is, we have a key card. And this is the key card we need for that door back in the cafeteria. So now that we got the key, we can now go back into the cafeteria. Whoa, some sick camera angles. Okay, now before we continue, we want to go to the middle of the cafeteria, and we want to take a look at this door, because right next to the door we have this combination. So 38471, and you want to remember this code, because this code will be very important later in this room. So yeah, let's memorize it a little bit, and then let's go into the dining hall. Now in the dining hall there are two items. We have this boron ammo, and to the left, or to the right, there is a chocolate bar. And if we continue to the right, this is the door that requires the key card. So yeah, let's go ahead and open this. And right over here in the kitchen, there's actually going to be a crazy guy, or a loony guy. So let's pop him with a couple of bullets. And here we got the kitchen. However, there is really nothing in this area. Also, yeah, I don't know if the cables will actually deal damage to you, but don't touch them. Even if they don't touch them. So instead, what we're going to do is we're going to just climb up these steps. And basically, we're going to go on the upper part of the cafeteria. Now, over here to the left, there is a large med pack. And if we continue on the other side, which is to the right... Actually, I think it's on the left, but whatever. Yeah, we can actually make this jump. And right over here, we got this console. And basically, with this number pad, we want to input the combination that we saw for that door. So you remember, it's 38471. And as you can see, we're going to open these doors to continue on with this, to continue on deeper into the sanitarium. Now, right over here, there is nothing. So we're just going to continue on. And you can just drop down here and have some gorilla noises, I guess. Yeah, very interesting change that we play as a new character, even though story-wise it really doesn't make any, like, it really doesn't, like, have any impact, because if you remember the last cutscene, the only reason we're playing as Kurtis is because we're basically exploring this area so we can get the power back on, because if you remember back in the Strahov fortress, Lara turned off the power. Well, sucks to be that guy. And he got killed by a weird mutant monkey. That is funny. So yeah, as Boaz said in the last video, we got by turning off the power, we released something known as the Proto Nephilim. And yes, spoilers, that is the Proto Nephilim. Now, once you finish the cutscene, we're going to spawn a loony guy. And yeah, these guys, they can actually attack you. So you want to, and yeah, that's actually why I'm killing them. They're not just there just for the sake of it. So yeah, basically once we kill him, we're gonna continue down the right path and we're gonna open this vent, and then we're gonna slide in, and we're gonna have probably the weirdest shamble I've ever seen. And what's actually weird is that when Kurtis prepares to stand up after crouching, he like gets on his other knee or like turns around sort of, and he just, you know, gets prepared. It's like, what? It's a very weird way to go on, because yeah, if we crouch, as you can see, we have our right leg in front, or being the power leg, I guess. But when we start crawling, we actually go for the other leg, and then when you decide to stand up, we actually like revert, and it's like, I think it's a very like it's very convoluted. Like, why all the extra steps, Kurtis? Like, I don't get it. Okay, now, as you can see, as soon as we get into this laboratory, we're actually going to spawn 2 more loony guys. And if you want, you can actually go back and kill them. You really don't have to. However, for the sake of completion, I'm gonna go back and just kill them, because why the heck not? Not to mention, I'm doing Eckhart a favor by killing Boaz's pets. So, you know. Now, unfortunately, as we're crouching right here, we cannot take our gun out. So we have to get out. So we have to get out of the vent. Yeah, let's go over here and pop this guy in the face. And that is all of the enemies in this level. So yeah, now we can just continue on. So yeah, now we can just continue on and basically finish the level, because yeah, these next 2 levels are really not that long, all things considered. But yeah, let's go ahead and go back the way we came. And yeah, basically, we're going to be entering the final part of this level. So yeah, let's go over here to this laboratory room. And right here, we can open another vent. And for some reason, Kurtis doesn't use the Force as how he did it back in the Louvre galleries when they were under siege by Gunderson. But I guess he didn't want to I guess while we play as him, he didn't want to showcase his powers. Which, yeah, that's actually another big issue. So, you remember that one... Oh, wait, we got a cutscene. Okay, then. I guess he was alerted to my presence or something. Okay, now in this room, we do have some Borat ammo. And now what we have to do is we have to shoot these yellow tanks. However, if you shoot at them from this side or from this angle, you are not going to you're not going to hit the barrel. So what you want to do is you want to stand around here-ish, and then you can actually shoot them. And you will know when you shoot the tank because the tank actually starts shaking when you shoot at it. And yeah, basically what you want to do is you want to shoot the tank so we can actually destroy this ladder, so we can actually climb to it and pull this lever. And by pulling this lever, we're going to turn off that fan so that we can actually get to the other side of it. But yeah, going back to what Kurtis. So that disc that Kurtis has on his on the right side. Yeah, so that disc, you don't use it at all in this version of Tomb Raider 6. Now, I do know that it was supposed to be a weapon you use in the game, but because, like I mentioned, this game had a rush development, it never made the light of day. Now, I do know that the remasters allow you to use this disc, but yeah, we're not playing the remaster, so there you go. But there we guys have it. That is it for the asylum. No, the sanitarium. So now we're gonna move on to the second level, with Kurtis, and that is the maximum containment area. And this level is pretty much the same as the last level. Also, yeah, like I mentioned, yeah, last time we explored the botanical gardens from Arkham Asylum, and in this video we're exploring the freaking Arkham Asylum. So there you go. It's all connected. Awesome. Okay, so right now I'm gonna save my game because now we have to do a very stupid jump. Yeah, right here. Because now we have to jump over water, and apparently, and for some reason, Kurtis cannot swim because if you jump into the water, Kurtis basically drowns. Now you may think that this water is just waste disposal or something else, but yeah, if Kurtis touches the water, it is an instant death. But yeah, basically you have to do a jump to get to this ledge to grab the Borat ammo. Now another thing you can also do is you can actually grab this cable and shimmy to the other side. However, if you screw up with your inputs and you stop moving, you're basically dead because Kurtis's grip meter lasts enough time so that you can actually make it to the other side. So we're basically playing as Lara Croft. So imagine you're playing as Lara Croft, but without any of the body strength. So yeah, we're basically playing Lara Croft at her worst in some regard. Okay, now right over here, we can actually open this door. However, if we actually go to this door, we're going to see this console. However, we need a number pad. However, I don't know the combination. Now, you can actually input the combination if you already know it. However, I'm going to assume I don't know the combination, and I'm just going to go ahead and just explore this area and look for said combination. So yeah, basically what you want to do is as soon as you enter this next set of hallways, you want to go directly to the, as soon as you enter, you want to go to the right, and then you want to approach this door. Alright, and there we got our combination, 17068. So now we gotta go back and input the combination. Now before we do, we're actually gonna go over here straight because if we go inside the cell, we're going to spawn some loony guys. However, these guys have some Wolverine claws and some spikes. So they're basically like the mutant guys we saw in that mutant guy we saw in Bio Research Facility. And yeah, as you can see, these guys take a lot of punishment, but The good thing is that with your gun, you can just stun lock them to death. So, yeah, you can just stay on their face and not get hit by them. But yeah, let me just check real quick just to be correct. No, not you. Okay, 17068. So yeah, 17068. And yeah, like I said, if you already know the combination, you can just input the combination without using the Farsee ability. Although I'm pretty sure you will use the ability no matter what, even if you know it or not, or when you approach these doors. But yeah, basically by inputting the codes, we can now enter these two areas. So we got this padded room with that dead guy, which had the code, and then we got this research facility. Now, where this guy is, we have a security pass and some Borat ammo. And behind me on the desk, there is a chocolate bar. Now, you want to be careful because as soon as you enter this room, you're also going to spawn a loony guy. So let's melt his face off. And where he came from, we can actually use the key card that we got to open this shutter to my left. Now, what it's also going to do is it's also going to open this shutter right here. And this shutter is in the area where we fought those two first loony guys that we encountered. Now, right over here in the cell, we do have this bag which contains some Borat ammo. So let's pick it up, and then let's go down into the ramp and through this door. Now, as soon as you enter this hallway, this is gonna be a rectangular hallway. Now, directly in front of me, there's actually gonna be a guy that he's still alive, and he's actually gonna try to shoot at you. So yeah, we don't want this guy to start shooting at me. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go ahead and open this door. And as you can see, the Proto Nephilim is just going to slide past us and is going to feast on that guy. Now you want to be careful because yeah, as you saw, we also have these two with this loony guy trying to slice our back. Now originally when you enter this rectangular hallway, there are two loony guys. However, when you enter this laboratory, you're going to spawn an extra loony guy. Now, the thing is, I don't know where the third guy is. But I do know there's a third guy. Yeah, there he is. And die. And he just died of cringe. Alright, so now that we kill those guys, and yeah, there is absolutely nothing in this large area. There's no items on this rectangular area or hallways, and there's nothing on that laboratory. So yeah, basically, once you are done, what you want to do is you want to go over here into where this guy is. Now, if you want, actually, let me just show this right here. But if you want, what you can do is you can actually go over here and use the key card that we got to essentially get to the end, to essentially go to the end of the level. So yeah, if you continue down that pathway, you're gonna... No, I don't want to go there yet. I thought we were gonna trigger a cutscene, but yeah, no. Oh my god, that actually scared me. But yeah, if you continue down that pathway, you're going to go to the end of the level, and you basically have to fight the Proto Nephilim. However, before we do that, if you want to get some more items, what you want to do is you actually want to go into this vent where this guy was. So yeah, basically we're just gonna go over here, and as you can see, we get this broken stairs. So we're just gonna go down. And yeah, basically, by going down here, we're basically going to go into the containment room where the Proto Nephilim was. Which is going to be a pretty awesome set piece, if you ask me. Yeah, we see this giant fan, which is pretty awesome. And yeah, we're just going to continue on down this pathway. And into a new area we go. And yeah, as you can see, we got this large red room. And we are basically on the area where the Proto-Nephilim was contained at. If you remember that cutscene back in the Strahov fortress.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, let's go ahead and climb the ladder. And if we continue down the left path, yeah, as you can see, here's the gate. And here's the containment pod. Now, for some reason in my version, or at least in the PlayStation 2 version, Kurtis will not remark, will not do a comment, but in the PC version, Kurtis will say something about the genie is out of the bottle. Good job, Lara. But yeah, for some reason he doesn't say it. I'm just gonna go ahead and show the dialogue right here.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, it's kind of weird that he doesn't show or he doesn't say that in the PlayStation version, but whatever. Okay, now what you want to do to continue on is you want to stand on the containment pod, and then you want to go to the right side, because here we can actually jump into this broken catwalk, and basically we can continue on through this area. Because now what we want to do is we want to get into that area into that sealed room that we saw down there. And yeah, basically now we're gonna get a lot of vent crawling, which means we're gonna stare at Kurtis' ass for a while. So, ladies, you're welcome, I guess. I mean, it's not as gratuitous as Ada Wong's ass in Resi 6, but whatever. Also, I'm going the wrong way. Oh my god, Kurtis. Okay, I guess we're going backwards. Sure. Okay.
Uh-huh.
God, so stupid. And we're still going backwards. Oh my god. This is just dumb. Oh my god, okay. Kurtis, turn around. Oh my god, stupid camera angles. Alright. Let's just flip over. And let's climb the ladder.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god, that was a chore and a half. Good lord. Oh man, that was awesome. So much for the ass shot, right? Oh man. Okay, so right over here, we between these two dead guys, we do have a security pass, and we also have a bar of chocolate. And the card that we got goes into this slot, which is gonna open a gate, which is gonna take us back to that rectangular hallway. So yeah, we did all of this just for we went through all of that crap just for a goddamn chocolate bar. That chocolate bar better be tasty, goddammit. Alright, but yeah, once we are done, basically once you're done with that area, what you want to do is, as soon as you go through that gate, you want to go to the left, and then you want to go through these double gates. And yeah, basically, once you continue on down here, we're going to trigger a cutscene. Also, now you use the Force. Oh god. Okay, so here we go. Now we have to fight the Proto-Nephilim, and this guy is incredibly easy. So yeah, just pull out your gun and just shoot him until he dies. And yeah, as you can see, when he charges, he's not doing damage to me. And yeah, once you lose your lock, he's actually going to go away and just take a break. This fight is widely considered to be another one of those annoying fights, just like Brother Obscura. However, yeah, this fight is so easy. Like honestly, like it is probably the easiest fight in the game. But because, yeah, basically, you just shoot him until it... You just have to shoot him, and that's basically it. Now, near the entrance to the left, there is a large med pack, and directly across, there is some Borat ammo. Now, in the PC version, this ammo drop is unlimited. It's similar to that one ammo drop from Von Croy's apartment. Okay, but basically the idea of this fight is you want to drop down the Proto Nephilim 4 times. So you see him drop there, you want to do that 4 times. So yeah, basically that was 1, and yeah, as you can see, he will just go over there and stall the fight like a big bubble blown baby. Now we also have these stairs, but yeah, as you can see, they're blocked up. So yeah, you cannot go up there. So yeah, it's just you on the ground floor, and also we don't have any music. So yeah, we just have to endure the growls and the shots from the Proto Nephilim and Kurtis' gun. Alright, so that's 2. And yeah, basically we'll just repeat it. So just like the Cyber Demon from Doom, we gotta shoot it until it dies. Which is funny because in the remasters, there is an achievement for just using melee attacks. And without getting hit, so yeah. Remaster players have it a tough time, so there you go. But then again, you can also use the your disc thing, which I think is called Chirugai, in the remastered version, so at least you have an extra weapon, but still. The pistol is just fine. Alright, so that's 3. And now we gotta drop this guy 1 more time. Or, never mind, okay. I guess that was the 4th time. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, as you can see, the Proto Nephilim is officially dead. And yeah, once we kill him, we now have to approach this giant generator and pull this lever to return the power to the Strahov fortress and officially end this level. But before we end this video, we have a cutscene.
Thanks.
Glad you came back to save me, stranger.
Name's Kurtis.
Lara. And this is business.
I owe you one.
You owe me a painting.
Sorry. That went AWOL at the Louvre.
What brings you here from Paris?
Eckhart. We have business that only one of us will walk away from. You?
Personal reasons.
Eckhart plans to use all 5 obscure paintings to revive an ancient evil called the Sleeper and rebreed the Nephilim race. To do that, he collects alchemically transmuted elements from his murder victims' bodies.
I've seen him at work as the Monstrum. With that glove.
Eckhart's the original black alchemist. And now he's very close to finding the last painting.
Does he know where it is?
Yes. It's hidden in the Lux Veritatis vault beneath the Strahov. The paintings must be destroyed. To do that, I need the shard you picked up at the Louvre.
There should be 3 Periapt shards.
Eckhart has the last one. If all 3 shards are united, they can destroy him permanently. So he keeps it safe.
Tell me about the shards.
They're ancient weapons of the Lux Veritatis. 2 of them were entrusted to my father. Eckhart murdered him to stop them passing into my hands. He failed.
So Eckhart went after your father, and you want revenge.
Justice.
We should work together.
You're trusting me?
Here. How can they be used to kill Eckhart?
He must be stabbed with all 3 shards.
We can divide the forces against us if we split up. You need the 3rd shard, so you should go after that. I'll find the last painting and destroy it.
Okay. Eckert guards the shard in his old alchemy lab in the lower regions. I can find my way there.
The engraving shows the painting hidden in something called the Vault of Trophies. Here. The entrance is underwater. No problem.
How did she get the engraving and the map?
It doesn't matter. We have lost too many men trying to open that damn vault. Perhaps her special talents will help us get what we need. The mail will be coming this way soon. Make the preparations.
There's no danger she can destroy the last painting.
We won't allow her the opportunity. The 5th Obscura painting is mine already. And then...
You say there's only 3 shards, but Kurtis had 21 of them. So, yeah, I don't see a problem trying to look for the 3rd one, because, you know, Kurtis can use 3 of the 21 he has. Well, 22, because apparently Lara gave her to him, so there you go. Yeah, I don't know why. Yeah, it's a very weird counter, but whatever. And yeah, as you can see, we are back as good old Lara Croft. Oh my goodness, thank God. Alright, but with that said, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for this episode of the Tomb Raider Marathon. Thank you all so much for watching this episode, and next time we meet, we're going to be infiltrating the Aquatic Research Facility, as you can see, or the Aquatic Research Area, and we're also going to get access to the Vault of Trophies and collect the final Obscura painting. Are we going to destroy it? I don't know, but I guess there's only one way to find out. Alright then, everyone. That is going to be it for this episode of Tomb Raider: The Angel of Darkness. I'm Jonathan Wolf, and I will see you all in the next video. Take it easy, everyone.